let's first of all talk about rounding to the nearest 10. What does that mean? We have to understand what the nearest 10 and the nearest 100 are before we can go on and actually solve this. So round to the nearest 10. First of all, let's talk about what tens are. When you count by tens, you know how to do this. You probably did it in kindergarten, if not earlier. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and so on. You can continue on with more numbers, 110, 120, but we're not going to write them all here. So those are the first set of tens. Okay, so those are our tens. Now, when you're rounding, you want to find the nearest 10. So let's see what numbers are near tens. I'm going to draw a pretty squishy number line here. I've got to use my whole space. Okay, and I'm going to start with 10 over here just to pick a tens number. I could have started with 20 or 30. It doesn't matter. What's important is identifying numbers that are close. So we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I hope you're able to see this well enough. 22, 23, 24, 25. Ooh, I'm making it too squishy. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, we don't need to go any higher. That's as far as I want to go, from 10 to 30. Okay, so let's talk about numbers that are close. First of all, we know what our tens are because we already wrote them up here. So I'm going to underline our tens. 10, 20, and 30. We want to identify those numbers that are close to the ones that I just underlined in green. Not those numbers, but the close ones. So I'm going to start with 20. I see that 21 is close and 19 is close. 22 is close. 18 is close. 17 is close. 23 is close. 16 is close. And 24 is close. I'm going to stop right there and I'll explain why in just a minute. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see this a little bit better. Let me find my zoom in button. Hopefully I don't forget to zoom out. I do that sometimes. Okay, so you can see that those are close to 20. So 16, 17, 18, and 19 will round to 20. And 21, 22, 23, and 24 will also round to 20 because they're close. Okay, I'm going to slide the paper to the side. And we're going to focus on 10. 11 is close to 10, 12 is close to 10, 13 is close to 10, and 14 is close to 10. So any of these numbers will round to 10. I purposely skipped 15, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Okay, let's go up here and see what's close to 30. Okay, 29 is close to 30, 28 is close to 30, 27 is close to 30, 26 is close to 30. So these numbers will round to 30. Now, I did not identify yet 25 and 15. I'm going to circle these. That's important because, oops, you can't see 15. There it is. I'm going to circle these because it's important for the next step. This, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, every time I round numbers I have to do all this. No, you don't, because I'm going to show you. This is a standard number line. I'm going to show you on an open number line how you can do it. Yikes. Hold on. You can see my whole entire table. Hang on, let me get it back where it was before. The way I have this camera rigged, the thing has a little bit of a hard time working. There. I want it even with the top and bottom of my paper. Okay, there we go. Good enough. If I have to move it later, I will. Okay, so 15 and 25 are not identified yet. The reason is they're exactly in the middle. If I put my finger on 10 and 20 and I go in a number, 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 these two fingers will come together because 15 is exactly in the middle. 25 is also exactly in the middle. So mathematicians made a rule, and the rule is a number that is exactly, yeah, I'm spelling it right, in the middle rounds up to the higher number, the higher 10 or the higher 100. In this case, it's the higher 10. So I want you to remember that term, rounds up, because you're going to hear me say this in class and you're going to see it again. So rounds up is really, really important. Okay, so the number rounds up to the next highest number. That means that 15 rounds up to 20, 25 rounds up to 30. Never goes the other way. Okay? Now I want you to notice something. Look at the ones place on 15 and the ones place on 25. Notice that they both have 5s in the ones place. Here's something to remember. When rounding, to the tens place, round up, there's our round up again, if there is a 5 in the ones place. Doesn't matter where else you have a 5. If there's a 5 in the ones place, you are going to round up. Okay, that's really important to remember.